I'm going to create so many jobs in this country. And I actually thought that was going to be my strength. And I still think it's going to be my strength. And then I started talking about, because to make the country great and strong, we have to stop the border. We have to stop illegals from coming in. So that's part of what the whole picture is. So I mentioned it, and then after I mentioned it, it got... By the way, after I did the speech, 6 days went by, nobody said anything. You know that, right? In fact, I got rave reviews on my speech. They said, what a great speech. I got so many great reviews. They said he stood up there for an hour and didn't even use a note. I happen to have a great memory. It's good. Helps. But I got great reviews. And then 5 days later, all of a sudden, I said a thing that was so big, because they took half sentences and they changed it. They probably worked hard during those 5 days trying to figure that out. So we have to be very, very careful. I always start by saying I went to the Wharton School of Finance, one of the hardest schools to get, even then, one of the hardest schools to get, and the greatest business school in the world. I went to Wharton. I did great. I came out, I made a fortune. I wrote The Art of the Deal, #1 selling business book of all time, I think. I always say I think, because you'll find out one book sold 3 copies more. Oh, Trump told a horrible thing. I think the largest of all time. Most of you have read. Has everybody read The Art of the Deal? Most of you. Trump, The Art of the Deal. You know who hasn't read it? Obama. I mean, here's a guy, Sergeant Bergdahl. We get Bergdahl, a traitor, a no-good traitor, who in the good old days would have been executed. We get Bergdahl, they get 5 killers that are right now back on the battlefield, the 5 people that they most wanted. They got them, and we got Bergdahl. That's like the way we deal. Look at the Iran deal. I mean, this is a deal that never ends. Somebody said, how long should that deal have taken? I said, 1 day. They said, what do you mean? I said, take it a week. We got a chief negotiator goes into a bicycle race. He's 73 years old. He's in a bicycle race. He falls, he breaks his leg. He's negotiating against the Persians. They're great negotiators. The Persians are great negotiators. Iran, great negotiators. I saw the other day on Charlie Rochar's watching their chief negotiator. I tweeted, he's too smart for our team. Don't make the deal. It's true. I watched him. He's smart as hell. Too smart for our deal. No good. And just in finishing on that subject, we have 4 people that are prisoners over there. We don't even ask about it. If I was in charge, I would say the following. Fellas, and by the way, it is all fellas, I hate to say this, they haven't figured out that the women are smarter yet, so yeah, it's going to take them about another 150 years. I'd say, fellas, you got... In those days, when this thing started about 200 years ago, this negotiation on nuclear, and by the way, it's called tap, tap, tap. They're tapping us. I do it all the time with deals. I don't know if I want to make it. We have one of the greatest deal makers from Las Vegas, Phil Ruffin. Where's Phil Ruffin? Where the hell is he? He bought, you remember? Where is Phil? He's in the back. He wants to keep a low profile. Bought a hotel down the road. Bought it for $100 million, sold it for $1.3 billion. It's a good deal maker. I put him in charge of China. We'll do very well. We'll do very well. But this is a negotiation, and it's called tapping. Sometimes I'll have a deal. I don't know if I want to make it. So I tap, tap, tap. I call it tap. I can tap people for months. And then I'll decide I want to make, I want to, whatever. That's what they're doing with us. And believe me, lots of bad things are happening. But I would say at the first part of the negotiation, fellas, you have 3 people, now it's 4. As you know, they took the report, so it's 4. In the worst prison, they say, anywhere. So there are 4 people. I would have said, you have these people as a sign of good faith. They're not doing you any good. You don't need them. Nobody wants them. The American public wants them back. Oh, here's Phil. I was like, you believe this guy? He comes up. I didn't want you up on the stage. The great Phil Ruffin. What's the name of your hotel, Phil?
Listen, Trump's man. Trump is the man. Don't ignore him. He may be your next president. And I sure as hell am going to vote for him. And do everything I can.
Thank you, baby. I didn't want him up here. This is an aggressive man, you see? See, some people in life are just aggressive.